It was a bad day for distributed ledger technology, and it was a bad day for blockchain. I have spent the past 3 days watching the US Senate hearing on the infrastructure bill. Now, I don't wish that punishment on anybody. 100 senators pissing into the wind and wondering why they're getting wet. And after all that so-called democracy in action, not only do we not have the better crypto amendment in place, we don't have any crypto amendment in place. So guys, I'm a little pissed off, but I'm gonna try to keep it together. I wanna show you where we started, where we're going from here, and what this actually means for you. Now I'm gonna pour myself a glass of wine and take a couple of deep breaths so I can keep it under control. Let's get started right now. All right. Now I'm recording this on August 9th. It's 6:30 p.m. in Los Angeles. But if we flash back to Friday, August 6th, entire $1 trillion infrastructure package held up by crypto amendment fight. And this is what we were dealing with on Friday, guys. But basically what it came down to is the amendments aim to revise a controversial pay for provision in the bill. So basically we had this $1.2 trillion spending bill. They have to pay for it, right? So they came up, we're gonna tax crypto assets. We're gonna get more serious about taxing crypto assets. That's cool. Like if I'm exchanging my fiat to cryptocurrency in a manner that constitutes being taxed, meaning that it's over $10,000, then yes, I should have to pay taxes on that. And it says here, the bill was drafted by Republican Senator Rob Portman with the support of the Biden administration, which seeks to raise an estimated $28 billion over the decade to help pay for the infrastructure package. Okay, so that's fine, right? You want to tax some cryptocurrencies to pay for yourself. That's cool if you're doing it in a fair way. However, it was very unclear, as these bills tend to be, the language included in there. And especially when you have people writing the bill, they don't understand cryptocurrency. A lot of them don't even understand how computers or the internet work. So how could they be expected to understand distributed ledger technology? They don't, and they don't care to. They just think, if I don't understand something, I'll just not understand it and I'll just do it my own way. And fuck whoever gets in my way. So the debate is over what does and what does not qualify as a broker, this term of broker. So critics of the crypto provision have argued that the definition of broker is too broad and could end up applying not just to exchanges, the ones that are exchanging fiat to crypto, but cryptocurrency miners, node operators, hardware firms, software developers, anybody building on this open source technology, just absolutely crazy. So people that could not even comply with the requirements that they are being asked to do of this taxation of a 1099, they have no ability to even do that based on their role in this ecosystem. So if we scroll down here, the language of the provisions drew pushback from the Senate Finance Committee Chairman, Ron Wyden, and Republican Senate Banking Committee members, Pat Toomey and Cynthia Lummis. And guys, remember the names, right? Because the names are important. All these people only care about one thing: money, fame, and getting reelected. And I guess that's actually 3 things, but we can roll them all into one. Most of all, they care about getting reelected, guys. So remember the names, remember the good guys, and remember the bad guys. Because when it comes time for that reelection, you can always point back to something. But these 3 seem to be on the side of cryptocurrency and innovation, and generally, after just listening to them speak and listening to these other people speak, just generally doing things the right way in a progressive manner. Unbelievable. So we had Ron Wyden, Pat Toomey, and Cynthia Lummis, all of whom proposed an amendment on Thursday that would limit the reporting requirements of trading platforms and other custodial entities dealing with crypto trading. So look, if you're a miner, if you are somebody that's just building on an Oracle system, if you are a hardware wallet, you're not going to have to, you shouldn't have to comply with these rules and regulations that are just impossible for you to comply with. So that looked good, right? We had this in place, we had this amendment in place. It looked good and it was gaining support. However, Portman and the Biden administration think it goes too far, the amendment from Ron Wyden, Lummis, and Toomey. According to the Washington Post, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen was involved in behind-the-scenes effort opposing the proposed changes on Thursday. Then Portman and Senator Mark Warner, again, remember the names: Robert Portman, Senator from Ohio, Mark Warner. Remember these guys because they came out originally and they opposed this amendment and they said, no, we don't, that's going too far, and we only want to include a very small section of that being proof of work miners and non-custodial wallets. So everybody was kind of up in arms, like, how can you even distinguish from proof of work and proof of stake? It doesn't make any sense. And For them, because they don't understand any of it, it probably did make any sense. So that's where we stood on Friday, entering this long, long debate Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We had this bill that had a very broad definition of what a broker is, and these two competing amendments that helped to lend some clarification. We're entering into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of a long, long debate. And this is when it really started to get contentious. So U.S. Senator urges Congress to stop Treasury from picking winners and losers in crypto. And that's basically what it was. Like, how can you distinguish between proof of work and proof of stake and these other things? How can you regulate these people in a way that you don't even understand yourself? No one will be able to possibly comply with, given the nature of decentralization and distributed ledger technology. So Pat Toomey goes on to say, while I appreciate that my colleagues and the White House have acknowledged their original crypto tax had flaws, the Warner-Portman Amendment picks winners and losers based on the type of technology that is horrible for innovation, right? So look, it's not going to, if you were working on something that's going to require you to get a license under this new law, you're not going to then go get a license. You're just going to leave the United States. No reason for you to be here anyways. You're going to go to Europe. You're going to go to Asia. You're going to go to Central America, where it's much easier for you to do business, and you can make your money that way. And if we look over here, guys, Toomey wasn't the only person making noise. And again, remember the names. U.S. Senator Mike Lee, I believe from Utah, also raising concerns that we are stifling innovation here. So the senator argued that cryptocurrencies are very different than securities. He added, these aren't just stocks, right? You're not just buying stake in a company. This is a means to facilitate value transfer as well. It's something very different. It's a medium of exchange. If adopted more widely, could facilitate a lot of economic activities and a lot of innovation within the United States. He also cautioned, if in fact we do pass this bill, mark my words, it's going to have chilling effects on innovation within this sector. Places outside the United States may as well reap the benefits of the associated laws here in the United States if we adopt this unproven, untested, unknown strategy. And look, then it really caught fire on Twitter. Everybody on Twitter started voicing their opinions. You guys got involved. I was making videos. Contact your congressperson, contact your senator, tell them you are displeased, because the only thing they listen to is they will not get reelected next time. So look, everybody was getting involved in this effort. If we look over here, you had Jack Dorsey also trying to voice his opinion, talking directly to the senators via Twitter. And just like, if we can't strike the entire provision so we can have proper hearings and deliberation, then let's simply add definition to the word broker. Broker equals fiat to crypto exchange. Very, very simple for me. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but no, that wasn't taken seriously. Elon Musk got into it as well. Just, basically just urging, don't pick winners and losers based on technology, specifically technology that you don't understand. So that kind of got out of control on Twitter. Brian Armstrong was kind of the facilitator of this. Obviously, the guy has millions and millions of Twitter followers, but trying to get a lot of other influencers involved as well. And it really seemed to work for a second, guys, because as we moved into the weekend, and maybe the senators were hearing from their constituents, maybe they were just following the news, looking at their Twitter feed, whatever it was, we got this breaking news that U.S. lawmakers behind the crypto amendments to infrastructure bill come to a compromise. Amazing. So we had from both sides of the amendments, from all of these congressmen, these senators coming together and saying, hey, we've put together one amendment, here it is. And it was the right one, guys. It was the initial one proposed by Loomis and Toomey. And look, all looked good. We had a press conference early this morning, Monday morning, with Cynthia Loomis, Pat Toomey, and they had said the Treasury was on board. Everybody was on board. All the senators were on board. Everybody was ready. And in the Senate, you have to get unanimous consent to add an amendment. All 100 senators have to say yes. And that's what we thought we had at 9 a.m. Pacific time this morning. And Toomey said, I'm going to take this amendment, I'm going to go present it, and I'm going to ask for a vote on this amendment. It happened at 5 p.m. Pacific time today. And do you know what happened? Even Portman, this asshole he doesn't know his ass from his elbow. He doesn't know what crypto is. He just wants to be on the right side. So you think he's a good guy. He's trying to attach his name to the right side now. He even said, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Everybody thought it was going to get done. And then at the 11th hour, at the last minute, breaking news, crucial crypto amendment fails Senate hearing. Who killed it? You're thinking, oh, maybe 10 people voted on this. 5 people said no. No, not that. 2 people, 3 people. No, one person voted against it. One person. An 87-year-old senator named Richard Shelby from Alabama, who's not going to run again, ever again. He's retiring in 4 months. This is the person that is holding up crypto innovation in the United States. He objects. And do you know why he objects? Because he tried to add on a $50 billion military spending amendment to this amendment. He said, hey, I'll vote for it, but you got to give me $50 billion of military spending. Are you fucking kidding me? That's why we don't have crypto innovation in the United States. So when you go to vote, make sure you remember these names. Make sure you remember these names. This guy won't be around again. But if you're in Alabama, go look at Tommy Tuberville and go look at who this guy Richard Shelby is endorsing. And you should never vote for these people because this is an absolute travesty. This is a joke of our system. You had everybody. You had not just the United, thousands of people watching C-SPAN today on a fucking Monday at 12 p.m. all over the world, not just in the United States, Australia, Germany, Italy, Argentina, all of them tuning in to see what we did. And you know what we did? We did what we always do. We don't understand something, so we say no. So this guy who's 87, who's going to go die in a couple of years, if he even makes it that long, stifled innovation in this country and caused people that are, bringing jobs to this country and paying taxes to want to leave. And this is why people hate the government. But hope is not lost, guys. This is going to the House of Representatives now. And look, Tom Emmer, again, remember names. This guy's in the House of Representatives. He, along with other representatives, sent a letter to every member of the House of Representatives and told them, we have a problem and you need to address it. And they need to address it. And this needs to get back to the Senate, and this needs to be fixed, and this cannot go through. Because yeah, we can go and we can sue, and blah, 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 blah. But you know what? Why should we have to do that? Why are you making it so difficult for people to be innovative, bring jobs, and pay taxes in this country?